Welcome to this discussion in the Wire. Today we'll be discussing the situation in Tripura. Tripura has been a hotbed of political violence over the last few months, and we have seen constant reports coming in where political workers have clashed. At least 3 media houses have been attacked by BJP workers, and similarly there were reports from the BJP quarters that they have also been attacked. So to know the truth and to know the version of the opposition forces, we have with us former 4-time Chief Minister of Tripura and CPM's Politburo member, Mr. Manik Sarkar, and we'll be asking him questions that what lies beneath the political violence and why there's a sudden surge of political violence in Tripura, and how is the party placed to tackle the surge of BJP and other regional forces in Tripura. Welcome to this interview, sir, and yeah, very kind of you to give us time. My first question would be, how do you see the sudden surge of political violence in Tripura? In fact, you and 2 other senior leaders of CPIM were also under attack recently when you did a rally there, and suddenly there was an outbreak of violence which you claimed were done by BJP workers, but the BJP completely dismissed it and said that it was CPM which instigated the violence. How do you see it?
This violence actually has started immediate after publication of the last assembly election results. That was 3rd March 2018, focusing on CPIM first. Why? What they promised before the election, it was very, very clear to them, if they would come to power, those would not be possible on their part to implement. We explained all these things to the common people of our state during the election campaign. It was very, very clear to them. 25 years left from government, earlier 10 years left from government, altogether 35 years left from government. In the mid time, 5 years other government, Congress TVS government. So people have their own experiences. So therefore, what they promised, when they would be failing to implement all those things, people would not remain mum. They would come forward that, yes, you have actually promised us, that's why you have voted you. Left front had nothing wrong with us. They tried their level best to deliver goods and they helped us in a big way. But because of central government did not help them, therefore some of our unfulfilled desire or demands they could not implement. You said, if BJP government is there, center is BJP, state is BJP, one car with double engine.
Yeah, they call it a double engine. Yeah.
So we explained all these things. So they know the CPI will not actually sit idle. After some time, with all these things, they will try to gather people and ask us to implement our promises. Because after the election results are published immediately to the public, we have made this point clear. Yes, we have accepted the verdict of the common people. Bow down our heads. And also announced we would extend our cooperation to this government to implement their promises. If we find they are not implementing their promises and taking wrong path, we will oppose it in a constructive manner. We will submit our alternative proposals. If they don't accept, people will actually decide on their own experiences. That was our statement. So, doing all these things right from the beginning, they started this attack. Of course, gradually, that was not confined to CPIM alone. Then other left parties, even they did not spare Congress also. Some places they also attacked Congress leaders and Congress officials. I am not going to give all these details, we figured this there. So, that what you have said that recently, this is actually going on for last 41 months. Now they have entered to 42nd month. So I am telling you, performance is zero, minus zero, I would say. They have taken volte-face. What they promised, now they are not mentioning anything. Rather taking steps against the poor people.
What were the biggest promises that they did not fulfill?
I am telling
If
you,
could
biggest
briefly-
promise, one government job to each and every family. We have more than 9 lakhs families. Live 2 lakhs, government employees are there, 7 lakhs. Even you leave 1 more lakhs, 6 lakhs. If one job for each family, 6 lakh job, what this government will do with them? Where from they will get money? What work they will be given? Where is their established? We raise this point that these are falsehood. Don't be misled. But at that point of time, a section, actually they are misled. Then their next promise that 200 days rega and daily wages will be more than 340. Now it has come down.
Come down from your time.
Come down. Earlier, at one point of time, we rose it to 94 days out of 100, highest in the country. On an average, during our time, it was 82 days. That was the experience. The best, one of the best states in the country. Then, it has come down less than 50, 35, 40. And people are not getting their wages in time, and that is also being looted by the ruling party people, those who are actually working in the name of Mandal. This is the experience. Employees, teachers and employees, they are misled. They promise that 7 Central Pay Commission with wholesale they will implement, because what we could do, we have done. They are happy at the initial stage. But we could not implement all these things because our hands are tied. We sought help from the central government. They told, no, this is Central Pay Commission. We have not asked that state government has to implement all these things. If you have money, you do. So they did not help us. But they, before this election, they promised they would implement all these things. We asked where from they will get money, because I had worked in this government for last 20 years. We know our budget, we know our position. No, it will be double engine government. So we will get money from the center, we will do everything. Now they are not doing anything.
So the amount of cash or funds inflow into Tripura has been more or less the same, or has reduced or has increased?
I am telling you, instead of actually calculating this figure, they have no guts, those who are running the show there now in the name of BJP, to ask, put pressure and quarrel with the central government to get their due for the state.
So they are not asserting their right as a
Their
state.
seat will go. But we did not care for all these things.
Yeah.
We worked for the people. We fought for the people, with the people, for the people. So that is the basic difference. Instead of doing positive steps for the greater interest of the common people, they are taxing, which we did not do earlier. We told them, what you people are doing? fuel, cooking gas, road tax, power, what you are doing? No, we want to stand on our own feet. We are not like you as beggar to go to the center and demanding for money. We shall stand on our own feet. How? Cutting the pockets of the common people, poorest of the poor people. Why you are not asking your central government?
So they haven't taken a step to become Atmanirbhar at all.
No, how? Starvation death, selling of offsprings, leaving the state, searching for work and food, and going outside the state. In some places, some boys died, and some families even could not actually take back their sons who died there. That was happened. And our people in the bordering area of Bangladesh, crossing the border, they are going inside Bangladesh, collecting some forest goods, so that after collecting all these things, selling all these things, they can earn some money. That is what is happening. I wanted to go to meet them. They did not allow me to go. So that's why I am telling you, they are doing all these things. Actually, in Tripura, Constitution of India does not work. Opposition are not being allowed to exercise their democratic rights to raise the burning issues of the common people. What are the issues? Work, money, food, healthcare, all these things, some other things, and job. So, they are not allowing. Opposition MLAs, 16 MLAs we had, no other political parties, only CPIM. Most of the MLAs are not allowed to go to visit their own constituencies or going in other parts of the state. I was 4 times continuous
Chief Minister, yes.
This time also from the constituency, the people who blessed me to represent them in the assembly, not only in my assembly, other parts of the state. More than 15 times they have prevented me.
One of the attacks that you had to face was in Dhanpur, which is your constituency. So that is coming back to violence. So you are raising a very important point that to hide the failures of of its own government, it is pinning down the opposition who are raising these kind of issues,
correct.
and they have resorted to violence because of that.
And also behind it, they have started losing their supporting base. Actually, their base was very small. Before this 2018 election, earlier election, they got only 5%, less than 5%.
Yes, less than 5% with no seats.
Anti-left vote among the Congress, and from the Congress, a section came out and they formed TMC, they merged with BJP. Altogether, they got 50 point something. And despite all these things, money, power, muscle power, media power, right from Prime Minister, all of the big guns of their government, all of their national leaders, they jumped in.
So you're
Even despite all these things, we could garner more than 44% vote. Of course, we got defeated. We accepted it.
No, the difference between BJP and the left front was merely 1%.
Now
the number of seats was
Now they have started losing their grounds. Those who voted them out of their anti-left stand, they have realized that was wrong. And even a section of people, it might be 5 to 7%, those who used to vote us, not from their ideological or political stand, because of our performance, now they have started coming, touching their forehead with their folded hand, shedding their tears. We have committed wrong. Please forgive us. We are with you.
How many times have you been attacked in the last 41 or 45 months?
No, attack means you see.
Or had to face attacks, or your party workers had to face?
Preventing me from going to meet the people, starving people, troublesome areas, it is attack. So that's why I am telling you more than 15 times. And in Shantir Bazar, while we were proceeding to meet 2 of our attacked families, they attacked us. Michelle, Badal Chaudhary, Sudan Das, 3 MLAs, we are attacked.
In fact, they suffered minor injuries also. Badal Chaudhary.
Badal Chaudhary was sustained injuries on other occasion. In his constituency, he went to participate in Martyrs Day program. Was that sustained some injuries?
But many of the CPM offices in districts and village level has also been torched. So can you give us a little bit of information about that?
Yes, I can give you. I am telling you in a very nutshell. Martyrs, so far 21. Till 30th June 2021, figures I am telling you, attack on our party officials 662 in different manner. Attack on CPIM leaders, workers and supporters 2,967. Together with this, other left leaders, workers and supporters altogether 3,363.
No, that's
Shops gutted, ransacked or looted 659. If you want name, all details are with me. You can collect it from our party center. We have submitted all these things. Fishery, pottery, goatery, looted and poisoned 76 poor people. Then rubber garden, cut down or gutted 74. These are all small things I am telling you. Every day all these things are good.
Is it only the CPM which is under attack, or is it are there other opposition parties like the Congress, Tripura, which are also facing the brunt?
Mostly CPI.
Why is that?
Because CPI is taking lead.
That
is the largest party in the state as opposition. They have still.
So what about the BJP's charge that it is CPM which is instigating violence and that is leading to political?
Let them submit their concrete evidences. Let them submit. If that is so, in the assembly, while all these questions were raised by one of our MLAs, while he was discussing on calling attention, what is this? What sort of government you are running? Why you are preventing us from going to our own constituencies? Why Badal Chaudhary should be attacked?
What was their reply?
Chief Minister himself, in the floor of the assembly, he denounced all these things and said, no, all MLAs and political leaders, they should go their own areas, in their constituencies. And I am telling you, after Shantiri Bazar incident, a delegation of the CPIM, they met the then governor of the state. After listening all these things, he said, this will not be allowed in Tripura. In my state, he uttered, in my state, yes, governor can claim my state. He said, in my state, all political parties have the right to move around the state in a democratic manner. MLAs should be allowed to go to their own places. From tomorrow, there will be no such incident. That gentleman, after some time, he has been shifted from Tripura.
He was transferred out. Okay. So, but BJP has also made one charge
after all these things, incidents are one after another taking place.
Okay. But BJP has also made one charge that political violence in Tripura is not new. Even during your time, the left front's room, there was...
Absolutely wrong. I am telling you, ask BJP. How many officials have been gutted during our time? Not a single. There was no political clash with them. It's a wrong. It's a wrong thing. After election, all these things, their leaders went to our party office to meet me to extend their invitation in their oath-taking ceremony. At that point in time, our party secretary was Comrade Bijandhar. Now he is the convener of the left front. He was with me because they were visiting our party office. Then he raised, what all these things are going on? Why these things should be happening? No, earlier this sort of thing. Immediately he retorted, what you are telling? Can you cite an example? If that was the experience, then in the election, completely peaceful election, all political party leaders, including your leaders, before counting of votes, after the election was over, press people asked them, what is your impression? No, it is very peaceful election. No incident, we are happy. So if we are developing with this sort of negative culture, then how this election could be happened so peacefully? No answer.
Has the state police been responding positively to CPM's complaints? In state police, how have they been responding?
You see, the top brass of police, they are failing to discharge their neutral responsibilities. Other police below them, why we should blame them? They are the followers. They will be directed, they should act. In some cases, while on their own try to take stand, the government is unhappy. Not for police alone. Now, all these attacks, I am telling you, Agartala, 8, in front of police. And this 6th September, the police prevented me to go. Then people got angry at, what is this? Earlier also did the same thing. Now you are again preventing. This was earlier informed. We were given permission to have this demonstration before the block. You people are saying there are hardly 70, 80, 100 people, they are ushering the tire, there is road blockade. You remove them, allow us to go. Why you are preventing us to go? Police, actually they were actually instructed to prevent so that we cannot go.
No, I recently got to know about only today a CPM meeting was not allowed to happen, and with the state police saying that the police personnel are deployed in Vishwakarma Puja, which is the next day. That is what another CPM leader told me about Jitendra Chaudhary. So
that is not known to me. I think 17th Paras Vishwakarma Puja might be. That is not known to me. So without knowing, I don't like to pass any comment.
No, but now let us talk about the political situation. The left front lost the election, and it lost a lot of ground also. Has it been able to recover some of it? And how is the left front placed for the next elections?
We are not now talking about election.
Yeah.
We are busy with the burning issues being faced by the common people of our state, how to get it. So that's why our struggles are on.
But you said the people who had left you are now coming back to your
that's
fold.
why.
Yeah.
That's why coming and participation is growing. That is what actually angered them. This Kathalia block, the incident on 6, they saw they could not actually think of that huge number of people. They gathered with red flags, and in an indomitable spirit, they wanted to implement their program. That actually angered them, angered actually with fear. Again, so that's why they have, in a calculated manner, organized all these attacks. And I am telling you, on 8th and 9th incidents. You wanted to know, that's why I am telling you. 6 to 8 September, party office attacked 44.
44 party officers were attacked.
Party offices. Out of these, 42 CPIM, including our party state committee office, located in capital town of Agartala, in front of police. RSP 1 and CPI ML 1, that is in Udaipur. I am telling you, physical attack, so far we could gather information because people are not in a position to come out from their areas. 24. 10 of them were actually admitted in the hospital because that was needed.
Yes.
Then I am attack on media, on that you have mentioned.
Yes.
4 media houses. 4 media houses. And attack on houses, shops, 67. So these are a few
These are figures that are completely contrary to BJP's claim that the law and order situation in Tripura has improved.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's why, and I am telling you what I have actually mentioned here, name, place, etc. there.
Everything.
All
you're
we
giving
have
it.
handed over to our party center. They are going to publish one booklet with photos, etc. All these things. You can see how horrific attack, fascistic attack. That's why I am saying Constitution of India does not work there. And it appears that Tripura is not part of India. It is outside India.
But in such a situation,
No protection of human rights.
in such a situation, so do you think all the opposing forces should also come together? There is a new, there's a party called Tripura now. Lurinjyoti Gogoi's AJP has also thought of coming, now desires to come to Tripura. Trinamool Congress has a lot of plans. So left front is not the only opposing force right now. There are other parties also at play. How do you see this political development?
Yes, let them raise their voice against all these attacks first. Let them raise their voice against all this onslaught. Protest all these things. All on a sudden, this sort of unity cannot develop. We are always approaching democratic minded, secular minded, peace loving people who have love for the country. This BJP, they are trying to actually, this Tripura, they have actually now considering as their laboratory. One party, fascistic rule. If they are successful, that will be replicated in other parts, gradually, and ultimately the whole country. This is their game plan. So this is not the problem of the people of Tripura alone. If the other people, democratic minded, secular minded, peace loving, unitedly protest it, prevent it. So that is why we are extending our appeal that please you come forward. Election is a different thing. It may take place in 2023. We are not talking of election now. So other parties whom you have mentioned, let them now denounce all these things. Falsehood on the basis of falsehood. This ruling party, they are trying
But there
to
is a
discredit
scope
people.
to work together against such an onslaught.
It will depend on other parties' activities. We are working. Every day we are on the street. It will depend on their activities.
If they
on their
come to
approach.
you, you are ready to join hands.
No, that is a different point. Attack on democracy, attack on secular principles, on that point, yes, that is there at the national level. But political alliance did that when election will come, that is a different point. Now we are not thinking of about all these things. Now burning question is how we shall be survived. How shall we survive? That is the point before the masses. Without taking all these issues, only election, 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 what message will go to the people? We are not such type of party. Election may come, election may go. Our main strength is people, masses.
This is democracy beyond elections, and we'll leave it on that note.
Exactly,
Yes.
I have mentioned it.
Yes.
That's why I have said, our constitution does not work in Tripura. No protection for human rights. Press people are attacked. I mentioned you.
Yes.
During last 1.5 years,
Yes.
more than 35 people have been physically attacked. 5 electronic media houses, this plea, that plea, actually
We've been covering.
went down. On that particular day, 4 houses have been attacked. Advocates are being attacked. Those who are courageously take stand in favor of the tortured people, their houses are being attacked. Even in the court premises, 1 or 2 advocates were physically attacked. This is what is going on. So, in this situation, that's why what I have said, people have started saying, are we in India? Do you think that government of India does not know what is happening there? Without their knowledge, their government and party are doing all these things. Is it possible? That is the sorry state of affair. But people will not tolerate all these things.
Yes.
India's past is a glorious past.
As you said, the people are also noticing whatever is happening.
Exactly.
Yes.
Experience is the main teachers of life.
Yes.
People are experiencing what is happening, what we actually earlier explained before the election. People did not realize all these things. Now they have realized.
Tripura is turning into a laboratory for a one-party fascistic regime. This is what former Chief Minister of Tripura, Mr. Manik Sarkar, has just said, and it is now for the BJP to come clean on this charge and explain itself on a variety of charges that Mr. Manik Sarkar has placed on them. So, on that note, we'll finish this interview. Thank you so much, sir, and thank you for logging in. Keep looking at The Wire.
Thank you.
To receive instant updates on all videos from The Wire, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Pay to support independent journalism. Click the link in the description and choose the amount you want to pay.